Today I stand before Tampa Police Major Pat Messmer, Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters, and Hillsborough State Attorney Susie Lopez to announce the arrest of 3 people in the deadly shooting of Charles Jones, also known by his stage name of Julio Foolio.
Julio was shot and killed in a hotel. He was hosting the party. Party was at one location. He was not live streaming it, but he was putting it up on Instagram. It was for his birthday. And then they moved to a different location. Things didn't work out there. They moved to another location, ended up at this location. Then somehow some of his ops were able to get his location. And on his birthday, the man was shot and killed. Very sad thing that happened. A lot of people say it's a part of the game, which may be true, but I still don't think, especially someone like that who hasn't injured anyone that we know of, deserves to have their life taken. So most recently, there's been a lot of topic about the people who did it. I mean, there was several people that ran up on them at the hotel that they were having the party at. And we actually have some of the footage from that we're going to show a little bit later. But they recently arrested 3 people that were allegedly involved in the shooting. This is the press conference from the police chief there in Florida that gave some more information and background as to what happened. Y'all check it out. And it's only in one side, so y'all bear with it.
A little more than a month ago, a group of individuals with the goal of premeditated murder traveled from Jacksonville to Tampa to commit a heinous crime in our city.
That's a long drive too.
I said at that time that we would make arrests and get justice in this case for all the victims, including the mother of Charles Jones, who traveled from Jacksonville this morning to be present for this announcement. Today I stand before Tampa Police Major Pat Messmer, Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters, and Hillsborough State Attorney Susie Lopez to announce the arrest of 3 people in the deadly shooting of Charles Jones, also known by his stage name of Julio Foolio. In addition, we have warrants and are actively searching for 2 other individuals in this case.
And one of those people is believed to be Young and Ace. Y'all, if y'all have been following this case, Young and Ace and Foolio have had beef going back and forth for years and a long time. And when Foolio was shot and the night it was announced, Young and Ace dropped the video, kind of not even bragging, but kind of talking about some of the things that happened in the shooting. So I'm sure he's going to be talking to the police soon, whether he likes it or not. But he is also somebody who's the suspect in this case as well.
Announcement would not be possible without the outstanding investigative work of our homicide detectives and with the assistance of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office and the ATF. These individuals took extreme measures to try to cover their actions, but they were no match for our investigators. Isaiah Chance, Elisa Andrews, Sean Gaithright, Davion Murphy, and Rashard Murphy are all accused of playing a role in Jones's death and are all charged with 1 count of murder in the first degree, premeditated.
There's the 3 right there.
With the discharge of a firearm, and 1 count of conspiracy of murder in the first degree, premeditated with the discharge of a firearm.
Sad, man.
Chance, Andrews, and Gaithright were arrested over the weekend in Jacksonville. Davion Murphy and Rashard Murphy are still fugitives of justice, and we are working closely with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office and the U.S. Marshals to apprehend them. On June 23rd, Tampa police officers responded to a shooting on McKinley Drive and located 4 victims. 1 person, later identified as Charles Jones, was pronounced deceased. Jones was in town celebrating his birthday and posted on his social media his locations several times throughout that night. Surveillance video was critical in this investigation, as suspects were seen on video following Jones from location to location.
Wow. See, this is something that we didn't know. And I want to find the original video. I'm going to find it for y'all. I did not realize that they were actually following him from location to location. There's one of the people who were arrested, especially the female. It's alleged that she was at the party. When we first covered this story, I played this video for y'all. When Foolio, he was at the party, he was saying he's drinking. I don't usually drink. And there was a bunch of girls around, allegedly people that he didn't know. Come to find out, one of them may have been this girl that was arrested with them. Shout out to College Kid. Says 21-year-old Foolio murder suspect Elisa Andrews was allegedly celebrating Jacksonville rapper's birthday with him in Tampa. Told suspects Isaiah Chance and Sean Gaithright his location. This is the oldest trick in the book, man. And I even talked about this when we first covered this happening. I said, man, you got a bunch of people around you, especially when it's if it's a female and she's on her phone, or there's somebody around you that's on their phone constantly, man, you better be on high alert. And we even showed other videos from Foolio as he was going from location to location. You could tell he was a little nervous. He seemed a little anxious, didn't know what was going on. This is the exact video we played too. It's the oldest trick in the book.
Drinking, cuz. I don't even drink, cuz.
It's crazy.
You're supposed to have a chaser.
Appreciate everybody popping out for my birthday, you know what I'm saying?
Happy birthday.
Everybody got their shot, put their shot in the air, man. Okay, David. Everybody take this shit on 3, man. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, now I can't tell if maybe one of these girls is her. This girl does not look like her, but maybe this one is Alicia. I can't tell from this video.
Got my brother with me. He done popped out for me for my birthday. He done time. It's lit. Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, it's sad, man. And this is when they moved. So this is everything that went down. They got shut down the original place, and now they had to move location. Best birthday ever. Appreciate everybody who pulled up. We turned till we can't no more. We on the way to show. Now y'all pull up. And so he did a show, and then they went to the hotel after that.
We came deep and fuck for my birthday, man. Everybody coming out the stairs. No cap, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We deep as hell. We deep as hell. 20 deep. Lit everywhere we go.
Yeah, he even looks in this video looks nervous, man. It's crazy
that these individuals were willing to go
what a waste
through and achieve that this murder would occur. At 4:15 in the morning, Jones began to head to a hotel on McKinley. One of the suspect vehicles is seen following the victim. However, instead of following them into a parking lot, they stage across the street. At 4:38, 3 shooters exit a vehicle and walked in the direction of the hotel. They murdered Jones with a handgun and 2 rifles. The video. This barrage of gunfire also struck 3 additional victims who miraculously survived this incident.
That's amazing.
Let's look at this video.
Oh, they're going to show the video. Here we go. I have not seen this full thing.
This is at the hotel. And you can see the shooters are getting in
like a
position
movie.
For their planned out murder.
Man, look at this, y'all. This looks like a movie. This doesn't even look real.
And they are shooting at Charles now. And you can see that he's the passenger in that car that's moving and trying to flee.
There's no way you're
Still
escaping that.
Shooting at him. He's the right front passenger in that vehicle.
And they say miraculously the other people didn't lose their life. I don't think it was. We know the reason that this happened. We know who their target was. And this happens all the time. I don't know when it's going to stop. I agree, Jay Sean.
It's clear from that video what they were set out to do and what they had planned to do. The investigation would later reveal that the 3 armed shooters were Sean Gaithright, Rashard Murphy, and Davion Murphy. Detectives used footage from the scene, license plate readers, and phone logs to identify 2 vehicles and link them back to the suspects.
Okay, I see you, C. Clark.
Furthermore, it was found that the shooters are members of or affiliated with rival gangs of Jones that go by ATK and 1200. Jones was part of the 6 Block gang. Detectives believe that the ATK and the 1200 worked together to target Jones as part of an ongoing feud in Jacksonville.
Was it worth it?
I want to send a clear message to anyone that the city of Tampa is not where you want to come to settle a dispute. You will be charged, you will be arrested, and you will be prosecuted to the fullest extent possible. Furthermore, if you're a gang member, there's no alleged immunity through a cone of silence, as our detectives will find evidence needed to make an arrest and hold everyone accountable, just as we did in this case.
Florida's a rough state, man.
Then
They're
you will
getting
be
better, though.
prosecuted by our tenacious state attorney, Susie Lopez.
Shout out to
Today
Gavin
would
Newsom.
not be possible without the assistance of our law enforcement partners in Jacksonville, who collaborated with us and shared intelligence that helped us in this case. Their agency also assisted with many search warrants, locating and arresting these dangerous individuals. At this time, I would like to invite Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters, followed by State Attorney Susie Lopez.
Thanks, Chief. So good afternoon, I'm T.K. Waters, Sheriff of Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Thank you, Chief Burkhall, for inviting me to stand with you as we announce these murder arrests. Today, 3 dangerous criminals are off our Florida streets and in police custody where they belong. These individuals have chosen lives of urban terrorism, and with their arrests, we show Tampa, Jacksonville, and the rest of Florida, the rest of this state, that we hold violent criminals accountable. At the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, we will always work together with our law enforcement partners to ensure that our communities are free of those who choose violence over peace. I want to applaud the investigators from Tampa PD and JSO for their committed collaborative work to bring violent criminals to justice. What I saw in this partnership evidenced the very best of information and resource pooling to ensure public safety. In closing, I want to directly speak to those who choose violence and those who embrace a culture that glorifies violence.
Yeah, here we go. Talk about
Florida,
it.
Tampa, JSO, Jacksonville, Miami, wherever you are, will not tolerate foolishness, will not tolerate shootings and needless violence. We will not make excuses for poor decisions. We'll hold you accountable for your criminal actions.
Talk to him.
Florida is a state of law and order. Law enforcement agencies in this state will always work together to protect the good and decent people who chose to live within the law. And we will always work together to ferret out those who choose the lives of violent crime. Thank you.
Very well said. We got to give that man a round of applause. And that's all. That's the only message that we're here to send. I make it a point on this platform and every platform that I'm a part of to send this message that we're not going to glorify this type of behavior. We've got a lot of rappers in the community. We've got a lot of artists in the community. I make it a point to make it clear that this is not a way that we should be living. This is something we shouldn't be talking about. We shouldn't be glorifying. Now, if you want to tell your story in a old school or even modern hip hop way, just about what you come through, what you've gone through as a person, some of the things you overcome, I can definitely respect that. But sitting here glorifying it and people who aren't even living that life getting caught up in stuff like this, it doesn't have to happen, and it shouldn't be glorified, as he said. Now, if y'all want to see a real movie, check this out. This is the full footage of the police department arresting the alleged people who did the shooting, or who were involved in the shooting, I should say. Check this out. This is crazy.
Come to the front door with nothing in your hand.
This looks like a movie.
You're good. Come on out. Hands up. Put your hands up.
Target to the officer.
Can't tell.
The target? Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah. Yep. Put your hands up.
Put
your hands in the air. Hands up.
Hands in the air. Hands in the air.
All right. Slowly walk toward me. Let's go. Right here. Right here. Walk right here. Let's go. Yeah.
Walk this way. Listen to the instructions.
Yep.
Hey, keep your hands up and walk out towards me. Hey, over here.
Come this way.
Over here. You're going to get hit with the less lethal. Get your hands up and walk towards me. Hands up and walk towards me.
Come on, man.
Hands up and walk towards me. Keep coming.
Me either, K.
Keep
Cooper.
coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Stop. Stop. Turn around. Keep your hands up. Turn around. Hands up. Keep your hands up. Hands up. Don't reach for your waist. Do not reach for your waist. Look at me. Back up to me. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. All right, go to your knees. Put your hands behind your back. Stay there. Stay there. Don't move.
Yep.
Isaiah. Isaiah.
Stand up. Isaiah, right? Face that way.
Both suspects in custody and Andrews there or no?
So that's 2 out of 3.
Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking.
Keep walking. Keep walking. Now turn around.
And there's 3 out of 3.
Is there anybody else inside?
Now look at how they filmed this too. Appreciate your time. There it is, man. They got him. Now, obviously, we don't have the full facts of the case. I'm not going to applaud for this because I still believe in being innocent until you're proven guilty. But if they did have any part in this, I hope they are brought to justice and are prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I don't know what that means. None of it is going to bring Foolio back, but I hope we can look at this and see from both sides, from both perspectives, that it's just not even worth it. There's a better way. There's another way. As I mentioned in the chat, I've never had any of these issues because I don't roll with that life. And it's very simple and easy to avoid. There's always a way out. There's always another and a better way. And we have to start. This is the message that we have to start pushing and start standing on as a people. Even if the beat's good, even if the lyrics are catchy, we got to do our part.